In this video, I'm going to be walking you through the setups that I'm looking at for this week. As you know, last week, you can check out last week's video, we talked about IWM, and this thing ended up being a huge winner for us. In fact, I'm still in some of this here with the target to take this thing up into a new all-time high. I believe we're going to get there pretty quickly. But what setups do we have coming up this week? That's what we're going to walk you through right now in this video and see how they're going to play out. But I'll walk you through exactly where I'm looking at and where I know I'm wrong so I can cut these and make sure and lose small. If you are new here, welcome. Real life trading has been around for over 10 years. We are one of the top education companies in the world. You can come check us out on the links down below. Come join our community, come trade with us, come check out our free trading courses. Whatever your needs are that you have in trading, whether you're just looking for some free content, whether you're wanting a trading community, or whether you want some live trading, we have it all for you. Links down below in the description. So with IWM, let's start with this. This thing is very, very strongly bullish, and so it's got some really good momentum. Whenever I have these plays, and let's say I've missed out on the swing trade entry that we talked about in last week's video, I would like to day trade this, right? We still have the momentum here. So look for bullish day trades and take it up to the targets. And so over the next few trading days, yeah, we're probably going to get a little bit of a retest, would make sense, but I would think that we're going to get bulls stepping in. And so if these bulls start to step in, there's going to be obvious momentum, and that's where I want to day trade. That's where day trading is going to be the easiest. So that's what I'd be looking at for this week and look to take this thing up into 245. Maybe it gets there this week, maybe it's next week, but there's going to be a lot of bull momentum here off of this sentiment. Look to day trade that because it should be pretty simple. The next setup that I am personally watching for this week is going to be Chewy. Now, Chewy had a really strong breakout of some really good lower highs through here, and now we are just retesting, but I still believe the bulls are going to come stepping in. So now the question is where? Where are these bulls going to come in? Well, it's more of an area, right? I'm going to say 39 all the way down to 37. This box, I believe a lot of bulls should be there. If the bulls are not coming in by 36, I think we've got an issue here on Chewy, but we have a lot of bullish sentiment. We've broken out of a really strong downward trend line. It's closed out of that really nicely. I think the bulls are going to start to gather a little bit of momentum through here, a little bit of structure, and then it should take back off. So I expect this over the next couple trading weeks. Let's see how it actually plays out, but definitely looking for more long-term plays down here and for some bullish setups in this box area. So if you can see your bullish setup in through here, I would look at taking that because I feel like we've got a lot of bullish momentum playing out. The next one here is Tesla. Now you can see Tesla's been inside of a pennant pattern for a long time. We broke out of here, but there wasn't any excitement. I want to see excitement when we break out of these pennant patterns. There really wasn't any excitement here, and sure enough, it fell all the way back inside this pennant pattern. What do I see now? Well, we've got this excitement now. This could have just been shaking out some bulls. And now we've got this full engulfing strong daily candle. It looks really good. I want to see continuations. We need to put in probably another 2 or 3 bullish days in a row on Tesla, and we'll have something. If this thing will retest and keep pushing higher and close strong, that's step number 1, and then it needs to follow through. If we can get a couple of those days, you're going to see a huge runner. And this expected move of this pennant pattern brings us all the way up into 435. Will it get there? I don't know, my friends. It's all about probabilities. I don't want you to look at something here and say, wow, this is a guarantee. No, it's all about probabilities. There's about a 60% chance that it's going to do this, but that's a strong edge. That's all you need in trading. So if this thing does run and we do stack a couple of those bull days on top of each other, that's going to open the door for it to start feeding on itself and to do a lot of like what it did over here and a lot of like what it did over here, where it just really takes off. We caught this trade last year, and it ended up being a fantastic trade to close out the year. Is Tesla getting ready to do the same thing? Maybe. Possibly. We'll see what happens. It all depends on what it does here, but the structure is there. The sentiment is there. This should be very bullish. Now, how do we know if it's not working? I would say at this point, we've got to get a daily close below 315. If 315 gets a close below, that is going to be breaking this bullish structure, and that would invalidate all of this up here. This is where you want your stops, and this is where you're going to be cutting your trades for a loss. So you always have to have a game plan of what happens if it works, which is easy, right? Great. And also have a game plan of what happens if it doesn't work, because it's not a guarantee. Everyone out there, again, is like, oh, this is guaranteed to do this, so I'm going to put all this money on it. No, you've got to think like a professional trader and understand, what am I going to do with my risk? Understand that trades lose. Understand and have a game plan so that you can lose small on the ones that don't work and you can win big on the ones that do work. And that is your only job as a trader. So these are the 3 setups that I'm going to be personally watching this week as a full-time trader. All you have to do is copy that now. And so I hope this video helps you, my friends. Come check out the links down below if you would like to learn how to trade, and if you'd like to join one of the top trading communities out there for education. Again, our community is not based on thumping chests and showing how great everyone is at trading. Our community is focused on helping everyone learn. We are a very great community in that sense of just lifting everybody up, where you can ask questions. You don't feel dumb for asking a question. You can ask questions. You can figure out why things are here. It's okay to not know things in our community, because that's how you learn, right? I wasn't born knowing all this. There's at one point in my life, like, I didn't know what an EMA was. I didn't know what a candle was. I didn't know what a trend line was. I didn't know what a stop limit order was. I had to learn that. And I needed a community to help me learn that in a safe place. That's why we have real life trading. And that's where I would love you to come check us out. Again, you can start a 7-day free trial down below in the links to help you learn how to trade in a safe place, where here we can have professional traders guide you right along the way, right? For free, you have step-by-step coaching with me every single week in a group setting, every single Wednesday in the real life trading community. Come take advantage of that. Ask me as many questions as you want. Again, it's completely for free, included in that lifetime membership. So check out the links. Let's party together, my friends. Hope these setups help you follow your plan and have a game plan if they work, have a game plan if they don't, and I'll see you next week.